Alright, and welcome to 7.1, all about zero and negative exponents. So, today's focus is zero and negative exponents, and our essential question is how can you represent numbers less than 1 using exponents? So, let's get started. Properties of zero and negative exponents. So a zero as an exponent is always going to make it equal 1. So a to the 0 equals 1. That means you can have 4 to the 0, negative 3 to the 0, 5.14 to the 0, and it's always going to equal 1. The rule for negative exponent is for every non-zero number a, an integer n, a to the n is always going to be 1 over a to the n. So if you have 7 to the negative 3, that means you have 1 over 7 to the third. Negative 5 to the negative 2 is 1 over negative 5 squared. So let's do a couple examples. What is the simplest form of this expression? So you want to think, what does it mean if I have a negative exponent? If I have a negative exponent, that means I'm going to flip it and make it positive. So I have 1 over 9 squared. Now you're not done because you can now do 9 squared. So you have 1 over 81. So what about this problem? You have negative 3.6 to the 0 power. Use your definition of a 0 as an exponent, and it's 1. So pause the video and work on these 5 problems, and we'll go over it in a minute. Alright, so for number 1, if I have a negative exponent, that really means I have 1 over 4 to the third power, and 1 over 4 to the third is 1 over 64. Now for b, I have to the 0 power, which automatically means it's going to equal 1. For c, I have a negative exponent, which means I need to flip it, and then simplify. D, again, negative exponent, so I'm going to flip it. 6 to the first power is just going to be 6. And lastly, again we have a negative exponent, so we're going to flip our problem. And negative 4 squared is going to be a positive 16. So complete the questions below and then go on to the next video.